Tools used to
Tools
solve
used to
computer
solve
problems.
computer problems.
Tools used to solve computer problems. Flathead screwdriver. Used to tighten or loosen screws that have straight, linear notches in their head. Phillips head screwdriver. A screwdriver that designed in to be used with a type of screw called a Phillips head screw that has a slot in its top that look like a cross. Flathead bolt. A stud bolt is a type of machine screw that has a round of flathead and it's threaded to the head. Phillips head bolt. A type of screw that has a slot in its top that looks like a cross. Hex driver. A hex driver is a type of screwdriver that features a hexagonal tips for driving certain nuts, bolt, and screw. Torch screwdriver. It's a trademark type of screw drive characterized by a 6 point star shape pattern. Allen key. An L-shaped metal bar with a hexagonal heads and each end used to turn bolts and screw having hexagonal socket. Allen key nuts. A hex key, also known as Allen key or Allen wrench, is a small handheld tool that used for driving bolts and screw with a hexagonal socket. Electric test pen. A test light, test lamp, voltage tester or main tester is a piece of electronic test equipment used to determine the presence of electricity. Needle nose plier are both cutting and holding pliers used by artisan, jewelry designer, electrician, network engineering, and others. But part retriever. A tool is mainly used to retrieve screw, although is also helpful in retrieving jump bits in the motherboard. Flashlight. A flashlight or torch is a portable handheld electric light. Tweezer. Tweezers are small tools used for picking up objects too small to be easily handled with the human finger. Part organizer. An organizer box is a type of storage box featuring small components for sorting components like screw, nails, bolt, washer, and etc. Wire cutter are commonly used to cut copper, brass, iron, aluminum, and steel wire. Electrical tape is a safety tape for wires used to cover and insulate a broad range of cable, wires, and other materials that conduct electricity. Soldering iron. A soldering iron is a hand tool used to heat solder, usually from an electrical supply and high temperature above the melting point of metal alloy. Gloves. Gloves protect and comfort hands against cold and heat, damage by friction, abrasion, or chemical and disease. Soldering paste. Soldering paste is used in the manufacture of printed circuit board to connect surface components to pads on the board. Soldering wire. Wire solder is a metal alloy with a melting point that is low enough to melt with a soldering iron or soldering gun while still having the attributes to meet specific application. Cathode ray oscilloscope is an electronic test instrument. It is used to obtain waveforms when the different input signals are given. Logic probe. A logic probe is a low-cost handheld test probe used for analyzing and troubleshooting the logical state of digital circuit. Surface mount device is the main technology used for PCB assembly within electronics manufacturing. Glue gun with stick, hot melt adhesive and glue gun are used in many industries, with several of them heavily represented. So, the soldering pump, known as solder sucker, is a manually operated device which is used to remove solder from printed circuit board. The soldering wires is used to remove solder from a elemental device or from patterns on a printed circuit board. CPU pan. A computer pan is an pan inside or attached to a computer case used for active cooling. Fans are used to draw cooler air into the case from the outside, exhale warm air from inside, and move air across a heat sinks to cool a particular component. Thermal paste is used to improve the heat coupling between different components. Anti-static wrist strap. An anti-static wrist strap (ESD) wrist strap or ground bracelet in an anti-static anti-static device used to safely ground a person working on very sensitive electronics equipment. anti-static mat is designed to help lessen the effects of electro electros electrostatic discharge on an individual or static sensitive component. Lint-free clothes is an special type of cleaning clothes that does not give up any fluid use. Being free of lint means that cloth is less likely to build up at charge. Anti-static bag is a bag used for storing electronic components which are prone to damage caused by electrostatic discharge. Post-diagnostic card is a plug-in diagnostic interface card that displays progress and error codes generated during power-on self-tests of a computer. Analog multimeter. A multimeter or a multitester, also known as a voltmeter, is an electronics measuring instrument that combines several measurement functions in one unit. Digital multimeter is a test tool used to measure two or more electrical values, principally voltage. Registered Jack 45. A registered Jack 45 is a standardized telecommunication network interface for connecting voice and data equipment to a service provided by a local exchange carrier or long-distance carrier. Crimping tools. Crimping tools is a device used to conjoin two pieces of metal by deforming one or both of them to hold each other. Network cable coupler is, is an inline coupler connects to the one of end of cable allows the same types of cable to be plugged into each other side, forming a seamless connection between the two. Cable tester is an electronic device used to verify the electrical connection in a signal cable or other wire assembly. Punch down tools is used to inserting wire into insulation displacement connectors or on punch down blocks, patch panel, keystone modules. Wire stripper. A wire stripper is a small handheld device used to strip the electrical insulation for electrical wire. Compressed air is an important medium for transfer of energy in industrial process, and it used for power tools such as air hammer, drills, wrench, and others. Cable tie is an it is it a type of fastener used for holding items together, most commonly electrical cable or wire. Air blower is an equipment or device which increases the velocity of air or gas when it is passed through equipped impellers. Rubber air blower pump is used to remove all is used to remove small dust. Laser lens cleaner. Cleaning this or designed like a regular DVDs but with a tiny brush on one side as the DVD spin, the burst knock of dirt and dust particles from the lens. Laser lens cleaner DVD. In the cleaning, this have a brush sticker sticking down from the disc at 90 degrees and brush against the lens. Paintbrush. Paintbrush is used to remove dust from computer parts.